More refugees are going now back on self-repatriation.
Uganda is the home to over 1.5 million refugees, mainly from South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Burundi, Eritrea and Somalia in Uganda. The number of refugees sought up during the 2013 South Sudan insecurity, hence making the number of refugees from South Sudan more than those from other countries. According to the Uganda Comprehensive Refugee Response Data Portal by United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Uganda had 1,537,500 refugees by 2018, which has dropped over the past 4 years to 1,480,767 in 2022. From 2020, food ration for refugees by World Food Programme in Uganda's refugee settlements has been reducing due to funding challenges being exacerbated by COVID-19 pandemic. The country representative for United Nations in Uganda, Her Excellency Suzan Ngongi, visited settlements in West Nile and had this to say about the situation surrounding challenges with food.
The issue is funding right now. Our friends in World Food Programme are facing some challenges. So there's a lot of emphasis now, if you heard on the meetings, talking about livelihood opportunities, how to help people be in a position to make more of their own money.
Majority refugees have been relying on food assistance from WFP. They say food and cash that they receive now hardly lasts for a month, which is worse for those who have no alternative sources of livelihood. Joy Aiba and James Lupwai are Refugee Welfare Council ones of villages 4 and 11 in Zone 2 of Bidibidi Refugee Settlement in Yumbe District.
Even if our purpose of being here is not only food, but they have brought their children so that they will study.
Most of our community members are living back. They say dying of hunger, better they go and die of maybe short.
Currently, refugees in Bidibidi get 4 kilograms of posho, 1 kilogram of beans, and 0.5 liter of cooking oil for a month. Due to this challenge, many refugees would want to venture into better agriculture and businesses, but limited access to land for individual farming and low business opportunities pose challenges.
It has really made other people to think, just other than dying here of hunger, let them go back to South Sudan, they cultivate. When they will be killed there, it is better than in their land.
To some of the South Sudan refugees, self-repatriation is still a risky decision than looking for alternative ways of livelihood within settlements in Uganda. They instead cry for more livelihood projects.
And I think most of those ones who are going back, those ones are not engaged to the project or to the programs that are running. They wanted to do the business, is not all that.
It is my country and I love the country. So if I'm running there and then I lose my life, why can't I sit here and look for land and cultivate?
Kiriadongo Settlement Commandant Emmanuel Toriagenda explains how refugees from Uganda can go back to their countries of origin.
I even said these are spontaneous returns. However, by policy and by law, the moment you cross the border, going back to your home country, you automatically cease to be a refugee. But now with our boundaries that are porous, on record and by policy, there are 3 durable solutions to refugee problem. Voluntary repatriation is a process that is handled by partners, home government, host government, UNHCR at the other side, UNHCR here. They assess the situation. 2, we will have local integration. 3 is resettlement, going to the third country of asylum. So those are the only 3 most appropriate solutions for people to cease being refugees in any country. Any other is illegal.
Minister of Disaster Preparedness and Refugee Affairs, Engineer Hilary Onek, explains the position of government of Uganda concerning self-repatriations by refugees.
It has been reported to us that the donors countries are not giving enough money for our refugee operations, and therefore it has affected the amount of food being served to them. We have tried differently to try to enable them to feed themselves through program of livelihood. But of course these programs go slow. So if some refugees felt that they cannot continue under less food and the rest of it, definitely, and in their country is peaceful, they are welcome to go back home, because we are here keeping them for their own safety. If they feel safe in their country, we welcome it.
August this year was the month to conclude the verification process at Imvepi. By this time, Deputy Representative of UNHCR in Uganda, Bridget Eno, visited the area and confirmed the spontaneous return of refugees.
South Sudan, after the 2018 peace agreement, there are a number of people who estimate that they can go back to their areas of origin. So there have been quite a number of back and forth. They go and check on their communities, and once they are comfortable that it's safe enough, they have been going back. We call it spontaneous returns.
To that effect, some humanitarian organizations implementing refugee response programs through the government of Uganda and UNHCR have intervened to forge ways for sustainable food production among refugees and host communities in collaboration with WFP. Action Against Hunger and Caritas Uganda have indulged into skills development programs and provision of agricultural assistance to refugees and host communities in Adjumani, Yumbe, Kiriadongo, and Ichukube, among other districts.